Hello everyone, it's Mr. Andre, and I'm here in the library at House by Town English. Our story for today is The Penguin Who Wanted to Fly, written and illustrated by Vase. Flip-Flop is a little penguin with a big dream. He wants to fly. Let's read to find out if his wish comes true. The Penguin Who Wanted to Fly, written and illustrated by Vase. Read by Mr. Andre. Flip-Flop sat on his favorite thinking rock and looked up at the sky. "I wish I could fly," he said to himself. Flip-Flop stood up. He looked down at his wings and flapped them. Nothing happened. Flip-Flop couldn't fly. That night, Flip-Flop had a dream. He dreamed he was flying. It was so quiet and peaceful up there in the starry sky. The next morning, Flip-Flop had an idea. He would make himself some wings. "Can I help?" asked Polar Bear. Flip-Flop climbed on top of Polar Bear and flapped his wings. Flip, flap, flop. "Oops," said Flip-Flop, but it didn't matter. Flip-Flop had another idea. "Just the thing," said Flip-Flop as he pulled out his special helicopter cap from his dress-up trunk. He spun around and around and around and around and around, spinning faster and faster, until he spun out of control. "Ouch!" cried Flip-Flop as he flopped to the ground. "I feel very dizzy." That night it snowed. In the morning, Flip-Flop was very excited. He had thought of another idea. He would build an airplane out of snow. A snowplane! Flip-Flop was very pleased with himself as he climbed in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He waited for his snowplane to take off. And waited and waited. "Oh dear!" Flip-Flop sighed as the sun came out and melted his snowplane. But it didn't matter. Flip-Flop had another idea. A better idea. He got a balloon and tied a piece of string to it. The balloon floated upward, and so did Flip-Flop. "I'm flying," said Flip-Flop excitedly. "I am really flying." And he was, until pop went the balloon. Flop went Flip-Flop. Poor Flip-Flop. "I am never going to fly," he cried. Polar Bear gave his friend a hug. "Come with me," he said. Polar Bear gave Flip-Flop a gentle push down their favorite slide. Whoosh! Flip-Flop whizzed down the ice. "Whee! I'm flying!" squealed Flip-Flop. But then, splash! "Help!" cried Flip-Flop as he crashed into the sea. It was very peaceful and quiet down there under the sea. There were lots of fish and other floaty things. "Wow!" said Flip-Flop. "This is just like flying." Flip-Flop couldn't really fly, but that didn't matter, because Flip-Flop could swim. In fact, he could swim quite beautifully. The end. This has been a reading for House by Town English, read by Mr. Andre.